Flight boss bit. Alright, now we're gonna do all the motherfucking elements and water element situations. And the water elements is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Alright, now let's do fire and water, a fire element and a water element situation. Now, fire and a water and a water. Now, the set basis is a water. Because if you watch a fire, you may see me related to the but that's a fire set situation. Right now, this video, water set situation. So like at the beach, anything, check that out, whatever. So fire. So you know, fire gets a lot of water around. Say you at the pool, right? It's a lot of fire. People got a lot of matches and whatever like that. This is an example. Matches. You like that match, as soon as you put it on the ground, it get pushed out. You know what I'm saying? You see a little steam come up, and it goes into the air, but that little bit of steam that's created, that's the conversation between the fire and the water. Not necessarily, it didn't necessarily spread thin throughout the air yet and added the air element, but that's the only contribute to the actual steam itself. That's the contribute from the fire and the water. So fire in a watery situation is it comes into like emotions, but not expressing your emotions in the way the fire should express their emotions. Now, the water and the fire are the fillers. So look at it like this: when a fire sign is in a water type situation, it's a passionate. It's real. That's the steam right there. It's real passionate. Boom. But if it's too boily, it's too hot. It can boil all. You ever you know what I'm saying, boil some hot dogs on the stove, you know what I'm saying, and you put a little, or boil some eggs, you know what I'm saying, you put a little bit of water in there, went to go do something real quick, and shit, you was like, oh shit, I forgot. Went downstairs, all the fucking water is out the pot kind of burning a little bit, then you're like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying, you had to go take the pot out, put it in the sink real quick, you know what I'm saying, boom, that can happen. Shit could get real dry out here. You know what I'm saying? You ever had a lot of drugs or whatever like that? You selling whatever like that? You call the weed man, nigga ain't got no motherfucking weed. You call him 2 hours, still ain't got no, it's a motherfucking drought. You know what I'm saying? So things can get real dry when things get too hot. And when things get dry, you ever had dry skin, chapped lips, crusty? It hurts, don't it? It hurts. You want to lick your lips. You want to get the, you know what I'm saying? It hurts. So when things get dry and rough, you know what I'm saying, that's a bad situation. You don't never want it to get like that, because it could be never a relationship again. It can get to manners that it could be no relationship again. When that pot and that boiling fire is bubbling and all the water and the steam, the little bit of last steam left, because the steam is important. The steam is what's good about it. Because steam, you ever nice winter nights, you know what I'm saying? You got some hot ass cocoa, some hot tea, the steam going in your nose, you might got a sore throat, drink, shit, that's the shit, ain't it? That's the motherfucking shit, ain't it? And that's what the relationship like on good terms. But on bad terms, you know what I'm saying, it could be all bubbly and shit like that, all but shit get overheated, and that little bit of steam left, it might be hot steam, and that little bit of steam, you can latch on it to keep things together, but if you let the pot boil too long, it's all gone. You know what I'm saying? So that's how situations can happen when a fire is in a water situation. All right, let's get into the earth and a water-based situation. Now the earth. Now in the water situation, let's say you go into the park, right? You're skipping rocks, skipping rocks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now the rock itself is you skip it. No matter how hard or how short you can do it, you're just skipping rocks. It do a shit like it's skipping on the water. So Earth has the ability to trample on water signs' emotions, and this is because the water deals is the emotions. This is because the water doesn't necessarily understand where the earth sign be coming from, because they're thinkers. The air and the earth sign are the thinkers, but they do it in two different ways. It's like the vice versa. So it's like the earth sign is not able to express their feelings the way the water signs want them to, or the way the water sign will express themselves. So it goes for like a tit for tat. It's like the water sign, yeah, it's going to uphold that rock skipping across on top of it, but as soon as the rock stops skipping, it starts to settle. It starts to settle in the emotional situation that the water is giving it. And once it settles in it, it's like a rock. It gets stable in it, and it doesn't want to move. It like things the way it is. And when the water decides it wants to move or erupt, you know what I'm saying, the earth sign like, hold on, I'm done skipping. You wanted me here. You got me here. Now why you want to move? Why you want to move now? You know what I'm saying? And that's the situation that can occur that makes it bad. But it was all good when it was because the water signs like emotional contact. So even if they have to argue with you to get out of you what they wanted in the first place, that's good to them. So this is why a lot of water signs be in relationships long, or even if they're out of relationship with a person, they're able to come to an agreement that they will love that person for forever. But just because the emotional attachment that they create and the situations that they create that puts you in a state that you can never forget this, because it's in your memory bank, it's in your emotional bank. You know what I'm saying? For people who went through school not giving a fuck about school, they barely can remember any of their teachers or any of their friends or anything, because they're in life now, and the life they're in now may be hard or easy, but they got an emotional attachment to what's going on now, so they seems to forget. Now the people who did care about school and always cared about their grades, wanted to play for all the football, basketball teams, cheerleading team, and all that shit, they remember every fucking teacher. They remember all that shit because they created the emotional attachment to it. See, the emotions, the water is needed. If you low on water, get you some water friends, and even if you always square and opposing each other, sit back and learn the situations you in, so you can understand where the water is and where the water coming from, so you can apply it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now the water and air situation. Now, air and a water-based situation. Now the air signs and a water signs and type situation. Now the air can make the water do a hurricane. You know what I'm saying? An air sign could come in a water sign's life and make the water create a hurricane on the earth sign. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, a fire sign could come in a water sign's life and burn everything out to the point that there's nothing left and the earth is left alone. You know what I'm saying? And it took the water somewhere else to another realm. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, you know what I'm saying, it's like the air, think of it like this: the air is blowing the water, and vice versa. That's like metaphorically, air signs give water ideas. You know what I'm saying? They give them ideas, and the water is like, okay, yeah, these are great ideas, but I can't really connect to it because I don't really feel it. So it's a good idea, but I have to connect to it. And the air can't just jump in the middle of, the water can't just jump in the middle of the air. When the last time you seen, unless you blowing bubbles or something like that, but that's because it's holding on, it's water in air. You know what I'm saying? H2O. You know what I'm saying? It's air in the water, it's water, all the elements is in each other. But right now we're talking about the way it plays out. And the water can't actually get a hold of the air the same way it can get a hold of the fire or the cup. The air kind of stays breezy, stays flighty, you know what I'm saying? And when the water want to contain the air, all it can do is blow up with it. This is why you have waves and stuff. You can go ride the wave and all that. Free Max Big Avail, man. But this is why you want to go ride the wave and all that shit. And this is how it's waves anyway. It gave the water the idea, but the water couldn't actually absorb the air. So the water signs may look at air signs as very flighty, very chatty patty, and the water sign may be looking at the air sign like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? I mean, you're talking about a lot of stuff, but I don't feel anything what you're talking about. And the air sign may be looking at the water sign like, man, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? We just having a good conversation right now. And then that's where them two could clash. But the two could be good when they could work together and create waves, subtle waves, for people can go out and get their surfboards and shit like that. And that's when everything is good. That's when the air sign can give the water sign ideas, and the water sign can be the creativity for the air. Like the air, see a water sign create, like probably listen to the water sign music and get into it like, man, this person real smooth. This person like, yeah, real flowy. Like that shit real dreamy. Like you can see design. Same way how the fire is creativity, the water is creativity. And the earth holds it up and the air gives it ideas. And it's like you see the water waves and shit like that in the air, like, okay, so if you blow this way, then blow this way, then you'll be able to do that kind of wave. So boom, that's the air sign giving the water sign ideas. You know what I'm saying? How to articulate how your waves will look. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So air signs and water signs are great as music collaborators. Awesome as music collaborators. You know what I'm saying? Drawings, paintings, arts, all type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good aspect. The bad aspect, tides could get too high, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe the bad moon that day or whatever like that. The air sign may have been talking too much. Too much air is blowing. Might have been a tornado that day. That's too much air blowing. You know what I'm saying? Then the water sign may get emotional about that shit, and then the tides get high. There's too much water and cause a hurricane. You know what I'm saying? Wash everybody's house out. Have a motherfucking flood. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a flood that day. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? And the flood. Come on, man. What's up, man? Flight boss, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into the motherfucking last one, the water and the water situation. Now, water and the water situation pretty much is on the same page. You flow that way, I flow with you. You flow this way, I flow with you. And we can just go with the flow. See, the only thing with that, though, is you going with the flow so much with each other that when things erupt, y'all don't know how to handle it. And this is y'all's specialty right now, because y'all supposed to know how to handle y'all emotions. But when y'all let a motherfucking punk-ass air sign, nah, y'all ain't punk-ass air signs, but this is the way I talk. When y'all let motherfucking air sign, I'm speaking like if I'm in y'all shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like when you let a punk-ass motherfucking air sign come in and erupt motherfucking and make you go in that direction and make me go in this direction. You let that motherfucking air sign get in your motherfucking mind and emotions and separated us, motherfucker. What the fuck is your fucking problem? When you let a motherfucking fire sign come in between y'all and burn everything fucking out, and your ass, and it's fucking dry as fucking, the water all dehydrated, we all low, our cup of energy is low, our cup of water is low right now. You let this motherfucking fire sign come work your ass up, have your ass out all day in the motherfucking night. You know what I'm saying? You let that motherfucker do that shit, and then we not going with the motherfucking flow. You know what I'm saying? When the earth sign get in between the water sign motherfucking situation, and this could be an argument between two water signs. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Then when the motherfucking earth sign come in between y'all, like, y'all let this motherfucking practical, stable ass motherfucker come in between us and separate us. You let him motherfucker put up a fucking guardrail to the point that we gotta be on this side of the fucking pool, and y'all portion of water is on that side of the fucking pool now, and you the 12 feet and we the 12 feet, we the 12 feet, you the 6 feet. You let this punk ass earth rail come in between us and separate us. Just because you think we need him? Just because you think we need her? You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all can blend this in, because I got so many analogies I can be putting those metaphors in right now, though. But my fucking videos got to be cut short down to 15 minutes now, because YouTube fucking hating on me, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm trying to work that out right now. But you know what I'm saying? That's the shit. That's what plays out. You know what I'm saying? That's what plays out. But when water and water together, you know what I'm saying, they can both go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Only thing with that, though, there's good situations that could come out with all these other elements coming in between y'all two too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can learn things from each other, but the two water signs always gonna have a connectivity where they can come back to each other and argue with each other like that, and it still be on a good note. You know what I'm saying? So boom, that's the motherfucking water signs, the water sign situation with all the elements. Flight boss, bitch. And let's get to the other one, the last one. Flight boss.